happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Rome Knows. Today we're going to talk about, does money dictate who's in charge in a relationship? Boring baddies, and why are men afraid to commit? So, first one, does money dictate who's in control? Here's the thing. Normally people go by, all right, if you're the breadwinner, you're calling the shots in the relationship. And most dudes will agree to that because they think right off the bat, ain't no way my woman gonna make more money than me. Here's where you mess up. In this day and age, women have a lot more hustle than men for the most part. Like, women will always strive to, climb up the ranks in the position, side hustle, things like that. Dudes nowadays get complacent really, really fast. So, like, if a dude starts off making more money than his woman, he'll think that she'll never want to do better, so that'll stay the same. Meanwhile, 4 years later, she done got 2 or 3 promotions. Now her salary done crept past yours, and she's starting to take more control, and you don't know how to feel about it because you're like, damn, I kind of agreed to the whole she makes more money thing, so she's got the pants on the relationship. That's why I personally don't like to subscribe to that model, because it runs into issues down the line. Because now you got the dude being like, he feels emasculated, and then the woman feels like, well, I don't know why he feels some type of way, because me making more money than him shouldn't be an issue, and really that nigga's losing his shit, ends up cheating. It's just a whole disarray of shit. So what I like to say is this: remove money from the negotiations table. In a relationship, the dude is supposed to take the lead. You feel me? Let's just cut that right off the bat. As a man, you're supposed to be giving your woman game, so she can boss up. If it gets to the point where she's running things and teaching you all the time, she's going to start to feel like you're her son, and then there's going to be resentment on her side, and it's going to be a lot of issues. So I like to put it like this. You can make Oprah money. You could own the world, be twice Bill Gates' amount of money, but at the end of the day, I'm still the boss of this tip. I'm Kobe. Money ain't gonna change that. Cause it's just, I've seen it too many times with a lot of relationships. Dude, just, when the woman starts making more money, the roles reverse, and then she's talking, it's not a good look, bro. So yeah, in terms of, and now let me add this. I'm not saying I'm the boss, fuck your opinion, whatever I say goes, dictate, that type of shit. Nah, it's just I'm taking the lead. If I think this is a good move for us in a relationship, I'm gonna make that move and just be like, it was in our best interest. Hopefully I've earned your trust at that point to make those kind of decisions. But we're still a partnership. I still respect your opinion as my woman. There's gonna be times where I might think this, but after hearing you say something, your way makes more sense, or I just trust you enough to know, all right, you know what I'm saying? I trust you enough to take the lead on some stuff like that. But for the most part, I do think the dude should be the leader. And the 50-50 thing, people make it seem like 50-50 means we gotta talk over everything. It's nah, nigga, it's bro, if you trust me to take the lead, I'm going, and then I gotta take your input too, because you matter, and all that stuff. So I don't want to get hit with he's misogynistic, go die, bro, suck a dick. So now, next topic. Boring baddies. It is a huge turnoff when a woman is pretty but has no fucking personality. It's bruh, you pretty as hell. You might as well speak French at this point, because your English game is horrible. All you know how to do is say yeah and smile. We have Pornhub for pretty boring baddies. What are you doing in real life being that boring? And a lot of that shit is just it's laziness. You really think because you pretty, you don't have to come with no type of game. You don't need to know full sentences, be able to elaborate on topics, engage in conversations, be funny. There's no depth to your personality. You're really just a walking. And usually boring baddies give mediocre head. There, I said it. You over there giving neck like this. It's bitch, why your neck true? Honestly, fellas, if you talking to a female and she's boring, sometimes it could just be, you can tell when it's she's just not trying to fuck with you. But I'll give fellas credit. I'm here for y'all. There's times where, you know, she's interested in stuff, but she's just really fucking boring. And you're just like, damn, I just want to throw you off a cliff. Like, why don't you know how to be fun? Like, you just sit there, salad, vegan, like that bullshit. Honestly, fellas, stay as far away from boring baddies as you can. For the most part, go for good looks with a personality. Because it's just like how women, you know, a dude's charisma or something will make the dude more attracted to the woman. It works the same way for dudes. If a girl looks cool and she got a good personality, that can bump her up into baddie status. You feel me? Baddie doesn't always just mean like, oh yeah, she just look banging physique, good face. That's not enough anymore. We're not in high school anymore. We grown folks now. A baddie's got to be a full package of personality, ambitions, goals, and a whole other things. You cannot just get by on your looks anymore. If you're letting women get by on their looks alone, you playing yourself. Next topic here. This is my last one, but this goes back to something I wrote like 2 years ago on my blog. Stop going to the club looking for love. The club is not grounds for a suitable relationship. Like, I don't know why it don't work, honestly. It just don't work. Like, people, like, first of all, most dudes in the club are looking to fuck. And there's women that go to the club thinking, oh, I'm going to meet the man in my dream club. You're not. You're going to meet the nigga that's going to lower your credit score. It's just not a good look. If you're looking to date and campaign and things like that, daytime during the week. Can't say that enough. Meet people when they're being people. If you meet somebody during the week, you're meeting as close to the real them as possible. On weekends, people are not themselves. People are the extent of their ego mixed with Hennessy. So you might be talking to a girl, or actually you might be talking to a dude. Let me start with that. He might have all the confidence in the world, but then you catch him on Monday in his Walmart jacket, that nigga is horrifying. You're like, oh my God, he looks terrible with all the Instagram filters. Or the girls. Fellas, she was bad as hell till that clock struck 12. She looked like Cinderella after the carriage turned into a pumpkin. Damn near Fiona when she married Shrek. So yeah, just club love is not it, man. It's only gonna get your heart broken. If you looking to smash something, hell, I wouldn't even say go in the club anymore just because the shit going on in the clubs don't make sense. Hell, Tinder's out there. Go Tinder your soul away. Just stop looking for love in the club. You're gonna get your heart broken. But that takes care of another episode of Rome Knows. Shout out to the Hugh Hefner Playboy Plies fit. Had to get popping for the homegirl Portia's party. Everybody go wish Portia happy birthday. I'm tagging in this video. But if you got any more topics, questions, and things like that you want me to cover, go ahead and DM me, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, if you don't know,